Emotions are not the enemy. This is a core tenet often misunderstood when people first encounter Stoicism. The popular image of a Stoic is someone devoid of feeling, an unfeeling statue. This couldn't be further from the truth. Stoicism doesn't advocate for the suppression of emotions. It teaches us how to understand, manage, and respond to them wisely. The real problem isn't having emotions. It's allowing uncontrolled emotions to dictate our actions and reactions. This leads to a loss of control over ourselves and our lives. The true goal of Stoicism, in relation to our inner world, is emotional discipline. It is about training our responses, not eliminating our feelings. This video will share 8 practical Stoic practices. These are techniques and mindsets drawn from ancient wisdom. The first practice is fundamental. Create space between a trigger and your response. Something happens. You feel an impulse, but you don't immediately act on it. This echoes the wisdom of Epictetus, who taught that it is not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. Our power lies in how we react. A Stoic leader understands this power. They pause, they don't pounce. They take a moment to consider their options before speaking or acting. This deliberate gap, this moment of hesitation, is precisely where emotional intelligence resides. It's the space where conscious choice replaces automatic reaction. The action is simple but requires discipline. When you feel a strong emotion surge, pause. Take a breath. Then, and only then, choose your response. This pause allows the initial intensity of the emotion to subside slightly. It gives your rational mind a chance to engage. It prevents you from saying or doing something you might regret later. It keeps you in control of your behavior, even when your feelings are turbulent. Mastering this pause is like building a mental muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger and more automatic it becomes. It is the first line of defense against being swept away by emotional impulses. It is the foundation of self-mastery. The second practice involves a subtle but powerful shift in language and perspective. Instead of saying, "I am angry," say, "I feel anger." This phrasing advocates for a form of Stoic detachment. It acknowledges the emotion's presence without identifying your entire being with it. Frame your emotions as feelings you are experiencing, not identities you embody. You are not anger. You are a person experiencing anger. Naming the emotion creates a crucial space between you and the feeling. It allows you to observe the emotion rather than being consumed by it. When you can say, "I feel frustration," or "I feel sadness," you are acknowledging the feeling as a temporary state. It is something passing through you, not who you are. Leading effectively requires this ability to separate yourself from your immediate emotional state. You can feel strongly about something but still make decisions from a place of reason. This practice helps you gain perspective on your emotions. It makes them objects of study, not masters of your fate. It is a simple linguistic trick with profound psychological effects. It empowers you to manage the emotion rather than being managed by it. Inspired by the journaling practice of Marcus Aurelius, the third practice is daily reflection. At the end of each day, review your actions and your emotional responses. Ask yourself, what went well today? Where did I fall short in my interactions or my self-control? What could I have done better, especially in moments of emotional challenge? The purpose of this reflection is not merely to vent or dwell on mistakes. It is a process of learning and building self-awareness. You are auditing your emotional landscape. You are identifying patterns, triggers, and effective or ineffective responses. This consistent reflection builds emotional intelligence like repetitions build muscle in the gym. Each day is an opportunity to learn and improve. Marcus Aurelius used his journal to prepare for the day ahead and review the day past. He examined his thoughts, judgments, and reactions. This practice makes you a student of your own inner life. You gain insight into why you feel what you feel and how those feelings influence your behavior. It is a powerful tool for continuous personal growth and emotional refinement. It turns daily experiences into lessons in self-mastery. The fourth practice is perhaps the most central tenet of Stoicism, the dichotomy of control. Focus your energy solely on what you can control. What can you control? Your own thoughts, judgments, desires, aversions, and actions. Your internal world. What can you not control? Almost everything else. The actions and feelings of others, external events, the weather, the past, the future. Emotional intelligence, through a Stoic lens, means directing your focus and energy to this internal realm. It means accepting that you cannot control external outcomes or other people's reactions. Release your obsession over external factors. Stop trying to force others to feel or act as you wish. Stop worrying about things outside your sphere of influence. The action is to constantly ask yourself, is this up to me? If it is, focus on doing your best. If it is not, practice acceptance and let go of the need to control it. This practice dramatically reduces anxiety and frustration. Much of our emotional turmoil comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. By focusing on your response, which is always within your control, you empower yourself. You become resilient to the unpredictable nature of the external world. It is a powerful way to conserve your emotional energy and direct it towards productive action and inner peace. The fifth practice clarifies a common misconception. Stoicism is not about bottling up feelings or pretending they don't exist. It is about investigating them deeply. Instead of pushing uncomfortable emotions away, lean into them with curiosity. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What specific thought or judgment is giving rise to this emotion? What underlying belief might be present? Am I feeling anger because I believe someone has wronged me? Am I feeling fear because I believe a future event will be catastrophic? Cultivating this kind of introspective curiosity leads to wisdom. You move beyond the surface feeling to understand its root cause. This practice encourages deep introspection. It's about becoming an emotional detective, uncovering the judgments and beliefs that fuel your feelings. Seneca advised examining our impulses and reactions. He saw emotions as responses to our value judgments about external things. By studying your emotions, you gain insight into your own operating system. You learn what triggers you and why. This understanding is crucial for emotional intelligence. It allows you to challenge irrational beliefs and modify your responses at their source. It is a path to genuine emotional freedom, not through denial, but through profound self-understanding. The eighth and final practice is to choose virtue over vengeance or petty retaliation. When faced with perceived wrong or conflict, respond with your highest values. Prioritize patience over pride. Prioritize wisdom over ego. Prioritize calm over chaos. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This Stoic principle guides us to respond to negativity with positivity, or at least with composure and reason. Instead of lashing out when hurt or angered, ask yourself, what is the virtuous response here? What would wisdom dictate? What would a person of integrity do? This practice requires immense self-control and a strong commitment to your values. It means acting in accordance with reason and virtue, even when your emotions are screaming for retaliation. Choosing virtue means responding with understanding, forgiveness, or firm but calm assertion rather than mirroring the negative behavior of others. It is the ultimate expression of emotional intelligence and self-mastery. You are not controlled by the actions of others. You are controlled by your commitment to your own character. This path leads to inner peace and strength. You maintain your integrity regardless of external circumstances or the behavior of others. The Stoic approach to emotions is not about denial. It is about refinement. The Stoic leader refines their emotions. They do not deny them. They understand that feelings are part of the human experience, but they refuse to let those feelings dictate their actions or compromise their values. We have explored 8 practices: pausing before reacting, identifying emotions without becoming them, using daily reflection, practicing the dichotomy of control, studying emotions rather than suppressing them, assuming best intentions, viewing emotions as feedback, and choosing virtue over vengeance. These are not abstract philosophies, they are actionable techniques. Practice the pause. Journal your emotional responses. Train your mind to focus on what is within your control. The outcome of consistently applying these practices is profound. You don't just control your emotions, you learn to own them. You understand them, manage them, and use them wisely. This is the essence of emotional intelligence, forged in the wisdom of Stoicism. This is the Stoic leadership.